And Jesus wept. If you ever had any serious Bible studies or half-serious Bible studies, you will know that's the shortest sentence in the Bible. Jesus wept. And how many other times does it tell us in the Bible that Jesus wept? Maybe one. Jesus was a very, obviously, deeply emotional human. But at the death of his good friend, Lazarus, he wept. A friend of mine's father died about a week and a half ago. The funeral was this past week. And as I was talking to her, she was saying how they had 5 or 6 brothers and sisters, so there's probably 25 grandchildren. And she was saying as the grandchildren were coming over to the condominium where her father had lived after he had passed away, they were coming maybe to gather together. As they walked into the condo, they realized something was different. First of all, because the television wasn't blaring. And any of you who has ever had to assist an elderly person, the television is blaring. And the second thing is, it wasn't 85 degrees anymore in the condo, if you know what I mean. Not too long ago, my parents both passed away, about a year and a half apart. And after my father died, my sister, my brother, and I decided that we would go into the condo and start preparing it and dividing the things. Some things we would sell in a garage sale. Some things we would give away to like St. Vincent de Paul, and other things we just had to throw away. So I was there one day, and I opened a drawer, and there was a container of my mother's bath powder. And I thought, well, if this isn't open, we can give this to St. Vincent de Paul for them, right? So I picked up the container, took off the top very gently, and white powder went all over the floor and all over myself, and I had to go and look for the vacuum cleaner. And as I got up, I realized this was the scent of my mother. And I thought, Mom is here with me today. And I didn't know this, but a few weeks later, my sister, I told her this story, and she said, I went in the condo the next day, and I had that very same feeling, because the scent of the bath powder was still there. Mom is here with us. Yes, Lord, we believe in the resurrection and the life. We don't necessarily believe that our loved one is going to come back to life on this earth. But even better, we believe in the resurrection. We believe in a better life, a life in heaven, a life where there is no more pain. I don't want my mother to come back in the state that she was in. She had dementia, she couldn't walk, she couldn't talk, she couldn't eat for 5 years. And now she is. Yes, Lord, we believe. I think of Lazarus. Poor Lazarus had to go through another earthly death. Because Jesus, his best friend, raised him from the dead. But eventually he's going to die again. Once we die on this earth, once we suffer that human earthly death, there will be no more death. And so there's grieving. Jesus wept. It's okay to grieve those that you miss, those that are gone. But it's even better to understand. And the priest who did the sermon at my friend's father's funeral said, it's not only a time for grieving at this funeral, it's also a time for thanksgiving. Yes, Lord, we believe. We believe you're the everlasting life. We believe that you are the resurrection and that you give us everlasting life. And that's why we're here at Mass today. And that's why we celebrate not only Jesus' death on Good Friday, but also his resurrection on Easter.